Hello everyone, TRG here and welcome back to another house building video in Roblox Roville. Yes, sorry there hasn't been a video in a while, but I decided to take a while with this one simply because I just didn't have the time. As you guys know, my job is a very taxing job and I have a lot to do. But anyway, let's get into the video. So in this, so I thought, well, you know, can I build a floor like 3 different floors within 2 floors? So it's basically a 2-story house within 2 floors, and I'm using these shapes as foundation. Unfortunately, in this game, you can't put a house on top of a foundation, as you saw in my electronic store build. I tried, but it didn't work simply because the doors don't allow it. You know, so in here, what we have is a small kitchen. This is a small house. This is a lovely small house. I can't remember the price. It's been a while, you know. Yeah. So basically, it has at the bottom floor is the kitchen and the bathroom. In the second floor is the living area. The third floor is the bedroom, and the fourth floor is like a lovely office study area. Now, of course, in order to do this, I had to make custom stairs, which was actually very difficult. I mean, oh my god, this was hard to make them look like proper stairs. No ways. You know, because if you don't do it right, your character starts to climb on them as a ladder, and that's not what I wanted. I wanted them to walk up, you know, which was definitely something. So in this video, you're definitely going to see a lot of dragging and dropping and all of that lovely stuff. You see what I mean? So this one has got 1, 2, 3 floors within 2 floors. Well, actually, sorry, four floors if you count the top one. But if you count only the foundation, it's 3. Yeah. So I was just double checking to make sure your character can go up here nicely. I've already showed this to a couple of people in game, and they all like it. It is on the marketplace, and by the time this video goes up, you will find the link to this build in the description of this video, which is lovely. Yeah. So now the one thing that you can't do is that you can't change the surface color or texture. You can only do that over the thing. So what I did was I added another layer on top, because I thought, hey, you know what, I would really like this just to be color. So I mean, to be like carpet, not like brick, and have brick underneath. So in order to do that, I had to add another layer of the shape foundation here, and then I'm just adding like a nice step over here. I thought it doesn't need to be a big one, you know. Unfortunately, guys, this house is not built for anyone that is disabled. I mean, I myself, as a disabled person, I would not be able to live in this house, but for someone that is not disabled, you can definitely live in here, and yeah, you know, it definitely looks nice. If I wanted to live in here, I would have to make like some adjustments, like maybe add a few railing here and there, because I mean, wow, I was actually so happy with how this turned out. Yeah, so over here, yeah, so now over here, what I decided I also need to add is like some fence and railing, which is definitely very, very important. I add some glass, I added some of them. I just added a nice texture to match everything. But yeah. So now, oh yeah, and this house also has a garage. So this is a full proper living house, which is nice. As you can see, I'm just measuring the garage thing. Now I'm placing the actual garage, and I still battle to put the garage door in the right place. I don't know. Yeah, so now over here I was sort of thinking, okay, how do I make it so that you can enter the garage from the inside of the house? Which means I had to swap those around, which is fine. It does mean that the kitchen is now on the left if you're facing that way it was. Yeah.
entrance. Now I couldn't tell again which way the door was it inside or outside, so you're gonna see me, I'm gonna do a little bit of testing every now and again. And I also realized that thing was also sticking out, which is not supposed to, so I just moved it back in. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, guys, tell me about yourself, what you've been up to in the comments. Let's have a chat. I've been busy having some fun and doing my usual stuff. I've been working very hard. Mobile Music Academy at their last showcase last term, so I'm gonna be releasing a movie on that, like I always do. Yeah, you know. Yeah, so there's that. I'm just putting in the pathway, and I mean, oh my god, guys! If you look at this layout, it really does look awesome. Yeah. And there we go. Luckily, the door was inside, which was good. Yeah. And as always, for me, I always mess up the roofing, so. I would like to put that half roof, the one that's on top, on the other way at the bottom, but the problem is that if you see here, it sticks out into the wall, which I don't like. I really wish the devs would fix that, because I mean that really defeats the whole purpose. I would have loved to use that roof because that roof fits better, but it just doesn't work. So. So I had to settle with that roof. It does make the house look a little bit weird, but hey, you know what? I suppose I could have just ended up putting a flat roof and and placing some borders around, but it's fine, you know. Yeah. So there we go. The foundation of the house is done and everything. Now here is where I started to add something. And as always, I hate painting and I hate coloring because I can never make it look nice. You know, I'm just not good at that, but. You know what? As I go, I always find good colors. You know, yeah. Yeah. And as you can see, I'm just trying to decide what looks right. Although I ended up being happy with this. Now it's time to play the windows, and always that's something I always forget towards the end. You know. And the problem with this window is that if you delete them too many times, it glitches out the wall, and then I have to redo the wall. Because in this game. It's not like The Sims 4 where you can just place a wall and it stays there. You know, if you do things that you're not supposed to in this game, everything just moves around, and that becomes a serious problem. Yeah, I wish the devs would fix that, but yeah. I mean, I also wish they would add more things to buy, because as you can see, I've got too much money to do nothing with. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm also at this point in this game that, you know, even building doesn't even use much money. Unless I'm building like a business, it doesn't cost anything, you know. Yeah. But I also do these buildings for fun, you see. Now, this is what I'm talking about when I mentioned earlier to place, because I wanted to put a carpet in the bedroom, but I couldn't, because as you can see here, yeah. I think, do I put a rug there? I can't remember. I mean no, I think I just leave it like that. Yeah. And then I was thinking, oh well, what do I want to make the steps? And then I did this stupid marble thing. Oh god, I should have maybe just gone for like a wood, but whatever. It works and it looks awesome, you know. Yeah. So now what was I doing here? Oh yeah, here is where I did the additional texture, like I told you. There we go. You see, it just now. See, now I was able to put wood on top, and there we go. There I was happy. You see? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. And now I'm also doing the place because I quite like that granite, you know. But then I thought, you know what, let's just keep it simple. These stairs came out very ugly, but you know what, that's what I'm saying, with textures in this game and colors, it's very hard to make things match when you're not happy with the way it's done anyway. But you know what, it was fine, yeah. So now over here, yeah, I had to also do the brick bottom part there.
And then I am looking for something, but I can't remember now what that was. Oh yeah, I was looking for an appropriate color for inside, inside the house for the walls. But then I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna go for a. I think I leave the walls like that. I'm not too sure. But I end up putting glass railing on the top there, because that way it doesn't block out the whole of the house, which was really awesome. Yeah, so you can see there, and then here I decided I'm gonna put the I mean a glass thing does look nice there, although that rug did peek out a little bit, but you know what, it's fine. I managed to fix it to make it look nice, and I must say I was incredibly happy with the way this turned out. It's completely custom made foundation. You know, I said I have been talking about this game and having limitations and stuff like that, but you know what, this is something that The Sims 4 doesn't have, is that you can place foundations in terms of shapes. Now you can do that with the foundation setting and tool and all of that, but to make your own custom shape and do whatever you want within one level, I mean, this is also not available in the game, which is definitely. I do try to remember to turn the daytime on so that you guys can see everything, you know, at the right level. But yeah, now unfortunately later in the build you're going to see I'm going to build a what you call like outside area, a small backyard thing. I could have done a pool, but I decided not to. But unfortunately you have to go out the back through the garage. There's no other way, because the foundation thing doesn't work with doors. The shape it puts the doors on the floor, it doesn't scale it up. I decided you're gonna have to, there's literally no other way. But yeah, so here we go. I'm doing the kitchen. This is a very small kitchen, nothing fancy, but you know what, I did my best. It's got a simple fridge, I mean not a simple fridge, a very fancy fridge, washing machine, and you see everything here is built into the counter, and there's already a dirt pile. But don't worry, I cleaned everything before I put it in the thingy. So yeah, there we go. So now I'm placing a microwave there, toaster, kettle, and everything that we could need. Yeah, so what I was saying about the flooring, I mean for the wall color, I decided just to go with a nice gray, keeping it simple, nothing crazy and all of that, you know, so that does happen. And yeah, so now what I'm doing here is just placing in lights. The nice thing about this house is that because it's now got a tall ceiling, I could put those tall lamps here. And I decided to go for a fancy shower since I was already going all in with the foundation. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I suppose it's not the most craziest of showers, but hey, at least I can tell you it's custom made, and that is the biggest thing ever. Again, I probably messed up the whole color thing, but you know what? It works nicely, and that blue glass wall really brings it in, you know. And I tested out the shower, everything works perfectly, and you know, yeah. So in the bathroom there, just placing the toilet, yeah, matching the bath. As you guys know by now, I'm very lazy when it comes to recoloring items. I just find it this way, you know, hard work and all of this, you know. So there we go. Just doing
that and then moving stuff around. And what's nice is I could also put the toilet paper on the glass thing. Probably not the best idea, but you know what? It worked, and it worked like a charm. There we go, and that's nice, yeah. So there we go. Then I thought, oh well, let me try something with the shape, and like, nope, it doesn't work. So that's when I decided, okay, let's just go with that, because it makes it look incredibly modern and all of that. Definitely right. Okay, so now we are. Oh yeah, so I was also placing the towel rail on top of this, so you can store a bunch of towels. Lovely mirror and all of that. Look at that, guys. So now here I thought, should I put a fireplace? Do I put a fireplace? I don't know. You know, I'm not exactly too sure. That one, it just didn't fit, so I decided to go with this lovely guy. There we go. Yeah. And of course each bathroom needs a bath mat. And I put a rug in the kitchen. Now this rug is gonna go here, and yeah, there we go. I mean, that I was actually really happy with that, and as you can see now, the house is starting to come together, and everything is looking good. Yeah. I was looking at decorations and things. Oh yeah, here's where I did the curtains, because this house has got a lot of big windows. You will see just now I put a whole bunch of curtains. Some of them I put blinds like those, you know, which you can like open and close. You do have to be close to them, so it's not so easy. And I realize now I didn't actually paint the top part of the house, which I do paint later. Don't worry, guys. Yeah, but these curtains with. And what I like about this game is that I don't need to move objects on sheet. You know, I can just place stuff wherever I want. That is something that the Sims won't do for some reason. Yeah, and I had to redo the roof. I can't remember why. So now over here I'm just repainting everything. Like I said, I will do it, and now it is done. There we go. Yeah. And now I'm happy with that. Yes. Okay, so I mean, I was just then admiring, wow, how cool guys does this layout look here. So now over here adding some couches and some chairs and a lovely thing, and placing a lovely TV right there, which is really nice. And of course a coffee table. I decided let's put like an arcade machine so you can play some games. And yeah. So I know I haven't posted a lot of Marimba videos. I really know I haven't. Don't worry, guys. I will post some things that I also don't have a lot of footage to post, but I definitely will get there. That is one of the hard things just to remember, is that with Marimba videos I don't have a lot, yeah. So now I decided to, if someone decides to break into the house, you know, I decided to add a surprise when they try and go up to the office. I could put it by the front door, but I thought, you know what, they can experience some of the house, but the office, they can only go in if I tell them they can go in, which is cool, yeah. And that's like a laser thing that can kill people that come into that, like, if they touch the laser. They can avoid it, but I don't think they'll know it's there. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So as you can see with the foundation thing, I have to do this. Yeah. I mean, like, I have to scale things up all the way to the top, which is really awesome. I mean, it's not really awesome, but it's, you know, one of the things that have to be done. And yes, so here. Okay, so now now with these bedside tables, I was looking for something that matched because I wanted to put two lamps, you know, two lamps by them. Yeah, and I thought, yeah, well, now this is like a perfect wardrobe to place, which is really good. And yeah, that is something that's really awesome. And I know I'm talking rubbish now, but yeah. As you can see here, I put some effort into coloring stuff. You know, as you guys know, I don't know very much about coloring things, but I do my best. Yeah. So now over here, this is like the main attraction of the house, where you can work and you can look over the entire loft. Yeah. That's why this is called modern loft. I had a better name. I can't remember what it is now. it's in the title. I'm gonna sort it out when I get there. Yeah. So normally when I do my YouTube videos, I use ChatGPT to give me a list of hashtags and stuff. But this time I'm going to use Google Gemini to find the hashtags and all of that. So let's see how the performance of this video does, given that he's going to do it, you know, that he's going to give me a... I made a mistake with this texture of this table, but this color, it's just too bright. But hey, you know what? It's okay, it shines, and that's the most important thing, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, so there we go. That is that. Yeah, and I thought let's put a few shelves. Let's put a few shelves, a guitar, and I also put a nice beanbag here. And I decided to put a picture there because that just looks really nice, you know. And yeah. Oh, and the skateboard, of course. So what I like to do is when I'm done with putting the main furniture, I like to scroll through the decorations category and just put random junk around, so it looks like it's sort of been lived in, you know. What I may do is, if you guys are interested, let me know in your let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you guys are interested for me to build a shell, just an empty shell, and I work on the garden and the outside and stuff. And yeah, you know. So I placed two bean bags there. I thought that could be nice for people to sit down and all of that. And the game crashed. And yeah, then I came in. I'll never forget when I did the modern houseboat, is that when the game crashed, it crashed for an update, and that was a really cool update. That improved the graphics and everything, you know. Yeah. So I also put another important thing, which was like a bookshelf. I put a bunch of books around. Looking at it now, I should have actually changed the color to wooden brown or something, but you know what? It's okay. It's not the end of the world, and everything is fine. Yeah. So that is all good. And now I'm just adding decoration, placing paintings around, and I really like how some pieces of furniture blend in and work with the shapes. Some of them don't. Some of them just completely ignore them and sink in, but some of them work well, and that's what I like, you know. So now in the garage, I'm just putting some clutter, some money, some general stuff you'll have in a garage, and also the power supply for the house is in there. You know, just to make it sort of realistic. I think I put a lawnmower in there, some tires, or the tires always glitch out, they don't fit anywhere. Yeah, placing a lovely whiteboard, you know, so you can definitely, I really did my best to make this house look as realistic as possible. So now I'm busy with the outside garden area. As always, when it comes to flowers, I go extremely overboard and sometimes put too much. But that's also because I hate gardening in real life. So I thought, hey, if I hate it in real life, let me love it in the game.
because it's so much easier. You just plop stuff down wherever. And I guess my taste is not the best, but it's also, in my opinion, not too bad. Yeah. So you can hate it, you can hate this house, and you can love it. That's entirely your choice. Either way, I'm happy. Because you know what, I made it my own, and that's the main thing. I decided what I want, how I want it to look like. And that's a very rare opportunity in life. You hardly get to decide what you want. Yeah. Oh yeah, so what I realized is that, yes, this house is not built for a disabled person, but let me put like some sort of railing so you can hold on, because those stairs are not easy to climb anyway, as it is. So let me just make it a little bit easier to prevent yourself from falling over. And that's the main thing. Yeah. Okay, so now over there the bathroom is falling to pieces, and I mean not falling to pieces, the bathroom is looking good. And yeah, so I'm now on the school holiday because the school is on holiday, and as a teacher I'm really happy I get that opportunity to rest. Yeah. So now over here I wanted to do some sort of shelter so that if it's raining and you get home, that at least when you unlock the door you can do that. But in this game obviously that doesn't exist, but for realistic vibes that is what is happening. But one cool thing about in this game is I've also, and I do this for all the boats, is that I've made the doors automatic, which means yeah. And as always, I really battled to paint these columns. So as you can see, it keeps on painting the flooring. I should have actually just done that first, but whatever, you know, build the columns first. That's actually something I never thought about, but I will possibly do it. I'll possibly do it in the next one. Yeah. So now I decided to go for grey to sort of match the pillars. But now everything is perfect, and I put like a grass planter on top, which definitely added to the vibe. You know? I was just looking at it and thought, wow. Okay, now that does really look. And there we go. I tried to add a door, but hey, you know what? It doesn't work. So it's a tiny thing. You'll just have to enter through the garage. I know a lot of people might not like that, but you know what? It is what it is, and it works out. Yeah. So one thing I do add is a lovely hot tub, and I thought, wow, you know, that's actually perfect. Yeah. You can actually also enter the house. So I mean, enter the backyard without going to the. Without going through the garage. You can also just go around, as you're going to see just now. I'm going to build a lovely pathway, because I thought that this house is not enclosed by a fence, so anyone could in theory just come over. But in this way, it sort of adds to the level of privacy, because if you're in the jacuzzi, people can see you from the other side. So this way it sort of gives you privacy. I mean, in this game they could just jump on the roof, but in reality, now that's the thing about what I like to do in this game, is I like to build things that could potentially be real, you know. Yeah, so there we go. I'm just building a outside area over here, and yeah, so there's that, you know. And of course I give it a lovely workout bench and a picnic table, so you can have a barbecue. By the way, those braais actually work now. You can actually make a braai, which is really cool in this game now. And that's something else. Yes. Now over here I'm just placing some lovely grass on top and some lovely flowers. And I also place some hanging plants, which are really cool, you know, which you will see me do now. Yes, now I'm just adding in some lovely plants along the side over here. Unfortunately, there's no terrain tools like to add your own dirt and stuff. You have to paint it yourself. And I thought, you know what, I'm not going to be bothered this time. Yeah. Now I could also in theory just make those, but I just put trees over here. I just put trees around because, you know, with trees around there's a lot more privacy, which I thought was really, really good. And just adding a whole bunch of trees around because there's a lot of empty space, although this is pretty much a house you'll find in a city vibe as it is placed, not so much in the forest, but there can also be trees around. Yeah, so now over here, over there, I decided let's now build like a privacy area. You see, so that is definitely something which I'm doing there. And I also have to make sure that the pathway is facing the right way so that the flooring is here. I should have gone for a different flooring as the main outside area, but you know what, it's fine and it's looking good. So here I'm going now. This is what I'm saying, that if you're facing from that side, you don't actually need, you can't actually see what's happening in the background. So you do actually, I mean inside the area, so you do actually have some lovely privacy, which is really nice. And yeah, I was so happy with that, and everything is looking good. Oh, there's the lawnmower that I placed right there, you know. So yeah. So guys, I would like to remind you to please hit that like button for me, subscribe. Oh, there we go. There I'm adding the hanging things. I thought of adding it all the way around, but then I thought, you know what? Let's leave that. Oh, and I got a quick call from someone. Don't know who that is, but yeah. So there we go. That's it. And now I'm just trying to figure out how to cover these pots. So this is when I decided, I'm gonna put these over here because those actually cover those pots, and it makes it look like the grass is actually hanging over. So that really though is just more of like a design thing. So now I'm just placing those, and that's when I also decide, so all of this here, what I'm doing is sort of like a waste of time because I end up removing them. Although this was not an easy, it's not actually easy adding these shrubs around because I have to keep on moving them in and out. But you know, sometimes it requires everything of effort. So while I'm doing this, I just would like to remind you guys, please hit that like button, subscribe for more content. Thank you very much for your support. I'm almost at 1,000 followers. I mean subscribers, or at 1,000 subscribers. I'm slowly getting there. That is my goal, and that is where I want to be, hopefully by the end of this year. I'm getting there. Yeah. And it takes hard work, it definitely does, you know. So thank you very much for your support and for everything that you've done. But just to remind you, hit that like button, subscribe, and also go check out my website. On my website I've got my own virtual marimba, so you can learn how to play songs, you can play on it, but you can also, on my website I also have this cool game which you can check out, you know. Yeah. Which is really, really nice. Yeah. So anyway guys, please take care. Thank you very, very much for watching. Thank you for everything, and please take care.
reached the end of the video. Congratulations! Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, the Rumble God creates a variety of content including gaming, tutorials, life vlogs, and of course the wonderful world of marimba music. His students often showcase their amazing skills. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, ensuring you never miss a thing. Take a moment to check out the official website, find fantastic merchandise for sale, fun games, and his unique virtual marimba with guides on playing easy-to-learn songs. On the screen in front of you, you can either click the playlist to continue watching the band or series, or you can click on the latest upload button to see what is new. You can also click on the Rumble God's logo to subscribe directly. Please also leave a comment. Your feedback is important and he loves engaging with you and he responds very fast. You can also follow the Rumble God on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and Threads. That's all from me. Thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day. Moom, how does he say it? End 234?